Well, the fall is almost here, and I'm starting to hear some elk bugles. So we're here with Gabe Jenkins, the big game coordinator with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect this elk season.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks for letting me be on here. We're expecting good things this year. We had a fantastic season last year, had really good harvest. All indications our herd went through the winter fine. Got a new round of hunters, and we're excited to get out there and start elk hunting. It's hard to believe it's here.
Last year there was, elk moved around quite a bit. The mass load wasn't quite like the previous year. This year we're expecting high mass again?
Yeah, we're getting evidence right now. Our staff are collecting mass data, and we'll see how that plays out over the next little bit. But
so for all those lucky hunters, that means they might want to get to the woods.
Yeah, for sure. You might rethink your strategy, and maybe not so much in the open, but into the timber, and try to focus on food sources.
So we talked about the hunters. How many hunters we have this year?
We have 910 permits that we're drawing this year.
Fantastic. And so give me a little overview of what they can expect.
For our folks who have bull permits, this is the time where we're all thinking about it. Elk are bugling, squealing, and it's a really awesome time if you've never experienced that. So be ready for the biggest rush you've ever had in your entire life, really. And you get that animal screaming and coming into you. It's pretty awesome. So that is now, and our gun hunters are going to be hunting during the rut, so they're going to have that experience. Our archery hunters, you're going to be right in the peak of it when you start in September. And if you don't harvest one in September and move on into the season, your strategies change a little bit.
So if you were drawn and you were going to be hunting elk in Kentucky, a couple weeks out before the season, what should you be doing right now to prepare yourself?
So a lot of different things and a lot of different avenues, really, Chad, is one, you need to be practicing with that weapon you're using, whether it's a firearm or bow, and being proficient with that weapon, know what your capabilities are, make sure it's on. So having that down, and then also just being prepared, having the right kit, the right stuff in your backpack to be able to get this animal out. These are bigger than deer. I mean, it's more than a big deer. It's a 900-pound animal that you're going to have to get out of landscape. So being prepared for that. And also scouting, depending on what tag you have, your season might be coming up right now, or it might be in December or January, and what those elk are doing right now might necessarily be the case when you're hunting. So staying on top of those herds, familiarizing yourself with the area, the roads, and taking trips down there. The more time and effort you put into scouting, the greater your chances of success.
Tell me a little bit about calls. I mean, obviously they got mews and bugles and cow calls. What are you going to put in your arsenal to elk hunt?
For bull hunting, the bugle and the cow call are your main two things. It's awesome to be able to bugle and that thing answer back to you. And for the novice elk hunter, I refer to it. I asked him, I said, "Have you ever turkey hunted before?" "Yeah, I've turkey hunted." It's a lot like the gobble. I said, you don't gobble, but to get a response back. Yeah. And that's really how I see the bugle. A bugle as a challenge or a locator, and where I like to then put my bugle in the pack and go at them with a cow call. They're a very vocal animal, just like turkeys. They talk back and forth. They're noisy. And so I like to make a lot of the sounds the cows make to entice those bulls to come on in.
I didn't get a chance to get in the field last year. Many years before, I've either been out there with a hunter, and I'm going to get out there this year. I'm really looking forward to it. So it looks like we're going to need to look for some heavy mass and get in the woods. And we're excited, and I really appreciate you coming out and telling us what to expect this year. Anything else you want to tell a hunter?
Get ready. It's awesome. It's an awesome experience. It's still, we're 16 years in hunting elk in Kentucky, and it blows my mind every time I think about it. That we're in the bluegrass state and we're hunting elk, and it's, you just don't think about it. 20 years ago, it's hard to believe that the dream came true to what we have now.
I tell you, if you've never been in the face of a bull elk when it bugles, it's something you will never forget. Mm-hmm. It'll make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. It's absolutely amazing. And it's cool that you can be in a car and just about anywhere in the state of Kentucky in a couple hours be somewhere where you possibly had that experience. So
yeah.
It's fantastic. So I highly advise anyone to get out there and try to experience that. Well, thanks again. We're looking forward to it, and who knows, we may be putting the tape on a new state record in 2016 again.
Let's hope. I hope so.
That's right. Thanks again.
All right, appreciate it, Chad. Thank you.